share this so that people can feel free to come in whenever they're ready. Hello, people following in. My boy Abbott, Everblue. Nice to see you guys. Um, Let me just put this on Twitter for real quick. Yeah, I want to make sure that I get that on Twitter. Oh, somebody requested to get on stage. I got you. But Ant Donardo, Ant, how you doing today, bro?
Oh, what a sad day for us both, my friend. What a sad, sad day. Figure around 7 o'clock today, we get the news. Our dream was short lived, 2 games, and then it's back to reality. What a sad day.
Yeah, I don't know if it's sad. Like I wouldn't classify it as a sad day, but it is. Not for everybody. Okay, like a lot of people are getting exactly what they want today. Donardo, lead guard Tyler Hero is what you're going to get because they're going to announce that Terry Rozier probably going to miss this game. Duncan Robinson has already been reported to be out, and that obviously means that Tyler Hero is going to be a starter. Um, if Terry plays, cool. I don't think he's going to though because of the back-to-back situation. Uh, I want to know, like, where do you land on this? Like, what do you think? What should we expect tonight from Tyler Hero?
I mean, Tyler's been, to be honest, he's kind of exceeded my expectations since coming back. You really don't see too much rust on him. I know people were kind of going crazy after the Indiana game, but the way I looked at it, he was kind of shooting like shit. He just got a couple lucky prayers to go at the end to make the numbers look nice. I don't really give him all that much credit for that. But no, I think he'll come in. I think he'll play well. And to be honest, I'm not sure it'll be enough. I'm really not. The reason this team was so successful when Duncan Robinson was starting is because he was a much better fit for this team. That's nothing new. And then you see what happens. Duncan Robinson missed those 5 games. The team completely fell apart, and people said, "Oh, we need Tyler Hero back." No, it was because Duncan Robinson and Kevin Love were out, and you've seen the impact that those two guys have had since coming back. So I think the Heat are going to miss Duncan Robinson a ton, but I'm glad Tyler will be able to get some more run to get into a rhythm, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not glad about that at all. I hate the fact that because this falls right in line with what Miami, like, it feels like we can't escape him. Like, we cannot get away from this motherfucker Tyler Hero, bro. Every time you think the team is going to establish a rhythm and like they put him in the role where he's supposed to be, and we can finally see this whole roster with everybody kind of like in the space, like something happens and he ends right back up in the starting lineup. Kendall, what is it, bro? Like, how does this man keep finding himself in a situation where we are forced to use him as a starter?
Because um, Miami needs to fail miserably. Um, I really don't care if he like starts. To be honest, at this point, I don't care about them boys. Like, just want to see how this shit ends, bro. And a part of me, bro, is like hoping that this shit ends in like a terrible, terrible manner. Like, not injury wise, but like someone like the team, bro. Like, it's so annoying. Like, niggas call themselves contenders, but like their fan base is talking about um oh he okay. But the fan base is talking about starting lineups, bro. It's been a point of emphasis like for like 3 years now. Um if he starts, whatever. Is it smart to start him? No. But you really don't have, bro, like, I'm gonna be real. It always sounds like hate, but it is what it is, bro. Like, he shouldn't start, but he probably is. I would dead ass start Haywood Highsmith. Like, bro, Tyler is a good player off the bench. He's a dynamic. He he literally can make impact off the bench. He did it against Houston. Like, it's a good spot for him. They don't, but they paid him so much money, bro, that shit matters. Like, that because they over invested in him, they gonna have to throw him in the lineup. But I'm gonna be real, bro. That ain't even like The real issue, the real thing I want to talk about, but that's on the
You
second
want to
half of the spaces.
yeah, you see it already. I saw that shit, brother. I was like, they
Yeah,
better
right.
fucking not, bro. They
What
better
are you talking
fucking
about?
not.
Nigga, Jimmy
Talking about
extension.
Jimmy extension. They talk about Jimmy may
Oh,
be looking
the
for like Jalen Brown type money.
That's it. That's franchise suicide. Like for another, like all that, like, oh, where were we before Jimmy got here? Like we'll be right back in that position, but with Jimmy on the roster.
Brother, he will be 38, 39, making fucking $60 million, like damn near 70, to be honest with you. Like that shit's gonna
He
be
should not
no.
see another contract, bro. Like at all.
you guys don't want to pay Jimmy 40 million to play like 20 games a year, not be able to shoot threes?
I don't want to pay Jimmy at all. I want Jimmy off of my roster.
Yeah. I want a
No, I
completely new
agree.
team. Yeah. But oh, just the bless. What's going on, gang? How you doing today?
I'm wonderful.
Fantastic. Glad to hear it. Just give me your overall thoughts. Duncan's out. Oh, well, just to respond to Killer real fast before I let you talk. Like, I don't care about tonight. Like, I don't care about Tyler starting tonight. Duncan out, fuck it. Start Tyler. Terry out, even more reason to start Tyler. The problem that I'm gonna have is like this is the precursor. They get hurt, he starts this one game, and I don't think the way he plays in this game matters at all. It's just like he'll play when Terry comes back. They'll start Terry when Duncan come back. They will leave Duncan on the bench, and then we'll be right back to square one. I think that's my biggest thing. Like, I don't think I think Duncan hasn't been good enough to kind of like secure the starting spot, and so him leaving that little opening was all they needed for like, yeah, Tyler mid too, bitch ass nigga. Like Tyler not you talking like Tyler is this world beater, bro. Nobody cares if Tyler Hero starts or not, to be real. But Jess, wanted to hear your thoughts, bro. Like, how you feeling about the whole situation? Like Duncan being out, like, what are you expecting tonight from Tyler in the starting lineup?
Tyler gonna do what he do. He's gonna go out there. He's gonna get some buckets, and a certain group is gonna be very happy, and a different group is gonna be very upset and cursing. Cursing the front office off. But it doesn't really matter. Like in my opinion, like it doesn't matter if he started or come off the bench. Like he's gonna play 30+ minutes, like or high 20s at the lowest. Like he's gonna get the starting minutes, even in the playoffs. Whether he starts or not, he's gonna get the high 20s or 30 minutes. He's definitely gonna play more than Duncan. And I'm willing to put money on that. So start who you want. It don't matter. And then when it comes to Jimmy, yo, I genuinely don't know if he's gonna even want to resign. I'll be pleasantly surprised if he is like if I hear like reports over the summer like he's demanding like I'm gonna watch Drew Holiday. That's who I'm watching. Like what does Drew Holiday get? What are they paying Drew Holiday? And then whatever Drew Holiday get, I give Jimmy like 15% more. And I don't think anything more than a 2-year deal is gonna be definitely it's gonna be franchise suicide. But he's gonna retire in Miami. That's a fact. And I think if he does what he should do is he should do the team friendly thing of the sense of like, hey, take the 1-year deal. And I think it's next year when all those free agents are available. Um, just sit out and make sure Miami gets the best player in the market and then sign with for whatever's left, like the excess. I think he should do because we really like I'll be saying like we really before he came to Miami, he was another guy. He was a DeJounte Murray, you know what I'm saying? And now he's like in conversations of is he top 10 when the playoffs come in, niggas talk about top 10, regular season top 25, top 30 player. So he was not in these conversations before Miami. So I think he should, pay it back. Pay it back and don't be greedy. Like you got paid and you play 55 to 60 games a season. You got your
Just
money.
how much money you leaving on the table, big dog?
Like if I'm him or
No,
Yeah,
if
if
you
you're
just
Jim.
the bless and they telling you to take
Oh,
less when you
yeah.
can get more, how much you leaving, bro?
nah, I don't think it's more about taking less. I obviously you go and get the money regardless, but I think it's more so I don't even think he really want to play much longer type shit. You feel me? I don't think he's like passionate about. I don't think basketball his end all. Like I think he's
Yeah, I don't think so.
slowly
I don't think
getting
so
into
either,
that
but
retirement stage.
nah, bro. I think if they offer him $60 million a year
Right.
for 4 years, or 3 years, 3 years, $60 million a year, he
He
will
taking
play or barely play. He will do them 3 years, collect that $60 million, and half-ass the same way they've been doing for the past couple of years.
Is he a
Like
free agent this summer?
no,
the summer after. Like I think his
It's next
contract
summer, so
ends
I
the
think he
same as
should
Ben.
wait it out.
He's not gonna do
Yeah, I
that,
think he
bro.
should. No, but I feel like he shouldn't be. I feel like he should like just wait and see. Yo, do I even want to play at the end of next season? Type shit. I don't
I
think he
know
should
one
be
thing.
forcing
bro.
it.
Whether or not he wants to play is going to be immaterial if Miami say we got
Offering the
60 M's
money.
for you.
Yeah, bro. I know one thing, Royal. Remember
Hmm.
how you said when Tyler signed that contract, and Jimmy
Yeah.
Butler get offered whatever? I'm gonna be real, bro. Unless Jimmy Butler gets offered like a 2-year, $48 million deal, like he's not. To me, he's not worth $30 million anymore. You immediately have signed the worst contract. You have two of the worst contracts in the NBA.
If he gets the Jaylen Brown deal, he becomes the worst contract in basketball. If they give him a
Undeniable, but
Jaylen Brown, if he give him a Jaylen Brown extension, he's the worst contract in basketball. He's pretty
undeniable. But
close now.
I'm gonna be real. I think it doesn't even have to be that high, bro. Like if
Well,
he's
the 50 M's that he's making
he's
like
top 10
next
right now.
year, yeah, that's pretty tragic. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's not. It don't look great.
Yo, I think
Yeah.
we should offer him the max. What we gave Kyle Lowry.
3 years, 90 million.
Something like that.
I I mean, I'm fine with 3 years, 90 million. Like if you make 30 million, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying?
He's
Like,
not a
but like,
$30 million player, bro.
no,
I'm not
he
cool
is
with
not
that.
he's not a $30 million player. But I don't think they would pay him as the player that he is. More so, it's kind of like that'll be kind of like a thank you type shit. Like
But
right
no,
now,
bro,
you
that's that's the issue. When you
DeMar
do these
DeRozan
type
got the same thing.
when you do
Like the
these type
same.
of deals though, bro, like you paying them for the like when you taking care of your own, like you take care of them a little bit over, but you pay them on who they're gonna become. Like that's how that shit works, bro. He doesn't get a thank you, bro. Thank you for what, nigga? You feel me? Tim
well,
Duncan
he
took
don't get
less
a
because of who he was becoming, bro. Like
What about DeMar DeRozan? Like he took that like 3 years ago. Same thing. Same summer as Kyle Lowry. I think they're comparable players. Um,
you
but
think Jimmy and
what
DeMar comparable players?
what he's
The
gonna
same at
be
all.
going forward, I should say. Like I
I
think he's better
Okay.
than DeMar, but like DeMar got 390 from the Bulls, and I think that was respectable back then. So maybe 300, like something like that. I don't want to see no 200. Like I would be heartbroken.
I just can't get behind paying a nigga whose stick is like, well, once we get to a playoffs, I'm gonna turn up. Like, bro, like I don't know how to value that. Like, you can't place a real
Yeah.
value on that.
Yeah, like I that's correct because
Because the team
if
could
we
break
pay
down.
you to be we paying you as a like we're paying you you're taking up a heavy portion of our salary cap to only wait for the playoffs. Then that means that we have to cut corners in other places just to maintain a sufficient roster. I'm not fucking with that. Like that's just never been kind of like something that I want to do. Dolphin, how you doing today, brother?
I'm doing good, my brother. How about you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. You can jump in on either one of these topics, kind of like the Tyler reinserting into the starting lineup, which I believe is going to be a permanent thing, no matter how he plays, or the Jimmy Butler contract talk that we have right now. Like it doesn't matter.
Oh, Tyler Hero is the real mob boss. He's the real father. He got this fucking franchise in this city by the balls. Especially with the minute he said, "Yeah, I know. Look, look, I'm on the bench for now. I'll be a starter. Don't worry about it. I'm on the bench for now. In any event, dude, like I'm more interested in the Jimmy Butler conversation by comparison because it's intriguing. The Heat's mentality, and not to relitigate it, but with like the whole Damian Lillard thing, and in regards to how they handle their conversations with other front offices in the league, they love to call people on their bluff. They're like, "You let me know if you can find a better offer on the market, and we'll see what we can do." Type deal, right? Um, Honestly, I'm of the mentality that you probably do the same shit to Jimmy Butler. Like, quite frankly, you let me know if there's another team in the league right now that wants a 35-year-old player next year, aging poorly, that's game is predicated on slashing and getting to the rim. You let me know who's willing to pay you an exorbitant amount of money. Um, so the idea that they have a willingness to call people on their bluff. So hopefully they'll do the same thing for him, considering they've got enough balls to do that same shit to other teams. And it's not just franchise suicide. I mean, it's a murder suicide, dude. It's Jonestown. Like that would be a crippling contract to give, not just on the philosophical aspect of it, not even in the sense of like, oh, does Jimmy Butler deserve a contract like that? I'm not even thinking about it from that standpoint. I'm thinking about it from the standpoint of, as a pure basketball player, the concept of giving a next year 35-year-old player who half the season doesn't really look like he gives a fuck. It takes like 3 months for him to get charged up for the season anyway. That doesn't get better with age. You don't miraculously want to work harder as you get older. So that doesn't make any sense to me, especially taking into consideration that Jaylen Brown money. And it's funny though, because that Ira Winderman article, I was looking it up. I know he wrote that article back in like late July when Jaylen Brown got that extension. And it might be foolish of me to say this because no one's ever going to say no to $60 million contract extensions. But a lot's changed in Jimmy Butler's life since, the whispers of that shit happened. Unfortunately, with his father passing away, like, I don't even know if the guy's even engaged enough to give a shit about basketball when this is all over. I mean, more often than not, you see the guy with the Fall Out Boy shit, and he's always doing something different in the commercials and everything of that nature. Like, it feels like to me, and this could be totally wrong because I don't think anyone's going to ever say no to $60 million, no matter how much your heart is in it or not. It doesn't feel like this is a guy who's like, I feel like he's just going to play the contract out. And he's like, bro, like, I'm cooked. Like, I'm done. Like, I don't have the stamina to keep doing this. I don't feel like he's that type of guy. And he's a fucking weirdo. Like, I would not be shocked if he just ended up saying, like, I'm good on the money, dog. Like, I just want to be on a farm in Texas and just fucking be done with it. Like, I'm done with this shit. So I have no clue. Like, he's like the most enigma style player. I have no idea like what he would end up doing.
I don't know, Dolphin. It's just something about $60 million. I just feel like that's a hard thing to just say. No, I'm good because I want to look at horses.
You know what's the crazy thing about that as well, too, Royal? It felt like it's a day late and a dollar short with the way that Pat Riley. I mean, again, we have no clue how Pat is going to end up maneuvering this, but it feels like he's learning all the wrong lessons from how he treated Dwayne on his way out the door. Like, from the philosophical standpoint of rewarding the aging player for everything they've done with the Kobe-like contract and everything like that. If there was a time to have done that, that time came and went back in 2016. You should have done that way back when. Like, you can't make amends and be like, let me do that now for Jimmy Butler, taking into consideration, it goes without saying that what he's done for the franchise and what Dwayne Wade's done for the franchise is it's not comparable. Like, that doesn't take a genius to say that. So I hope he isn't of the mentality like I have to right the wrongs and the mistakes I made when I let D Wade walk out the door. It's like, no, it's okay. The worst thing you can do when you make a mistake is make another one. It's okay. You can stop making that mistake. You're good.
Well, the problem is that they're making the exact same mistake just with another player. They're making it with Bam. Like, they're making the mistake of underappreciating Bam. Like, and he's going to be the one to leave. Like, so that's why I think Miami just kind of like needs to align themselves. Like, dog, you can't give. What is you giving that extension to Jimmy Butler say to Bam? Like, bro, we don't believe in you type shit. Like, you always
He's
gonna be the
gone, bro.
sidekick. Yeah, like that
He's
type shit.
gone,
That
bro. Bro. I think he's gone already.
oh Bam,
Yes, bro. Like,
that shit is starting to feel like he checked out
bro. Now
a little
Duncan
bit,
gets hurt. Like,
bro. That Tyler shit, bro. That shit didn't last 2 games, Kittle. It didn't last 2 games good, bro. As soon
Bam's
as that
gonna
man came in, man.
Bam's
New, how
gonna
are you
good.
today?
He's gonna good
Huh?
soldier this shit, bro. And like, he's gonna march to the end of the contract, and him and Donovan Mitchell are gonna team up.
That shit sucks. Donkey balls.
Oh,
I see you up here, Chaosu, but I don't care. Hi, New. How are you?
Good. How are you? Are you today?
I'm doing well. New, either topic, fine by me. Feel free to jump in and discuss whichever one you'd like.
Um, I'm just here to say, pay Jimmy whatever he wants. That that
Thank you,
uh,
New, for participating in this playback. You can get the fuck out though. Like, I don't...
that 7 games in the playoff makes it worth it. Jaylen Brown, who? Like, no. Like to be serious though, get that nigga out of my face. Like, even if I think he's cooked. Like, but even if I didn't think he's cooked, I'm not giving you another contract to play 30 games or how like he even played like 30 like for real games this season. So like no,
Jimmy Butler? No,
yeah,
not a chance.
like you haven't even played 30 serious games. Like I couldn't even book you for the 30 after the All-Star break this year. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like how can I pay you? No. You don't get a thank you. You haven't done anything for me. Like after you told Dwayne Wade, no, you're not getting paid because we think you're at the end of your rope, nobody deserves that. Damn sure not a Jimmy Butler.
bingo.
So to me, Emu Bark Dolphin, by the way.
Appreciate you.
So just yeah, to me, it's no. You're gonna play out your contract, and if not, request a trade, nigga. You tough, right? Like you got 2 options, but ain't neither one of them an extension to me.
Well, a lot of people will be happy that you're not in the Miami Heat front office because they're giving that nigga that extension New. We know it. Like, that's the part, like, it's almost like I'll be asking myself, should I just stop being a fucking fan now? Because I know what they're going to do. They're going to handicap themselves and tie themselves to the wrong guys. Like, it's fucking stupid. Chaosu, how are you doing today, brother?
I'm breathing. Hey, Tahiti lost, so I won.
Life is good on your end, brother. Top the Badman 14 back in the starting lineup where some believe he belongs.
I
Jimmy
don't
might
even
get an
care.
extension.
It don't even matter though. Like the whole Tyler thing, I stopped caring about because either you like him or you don't. Like, oh, this whole thing, like, man, it's not about Tyler. Like, you just don't like him, bro. It's okay. Just say you don't like him and move on. What's the point of having the same argument that no one's going to change their tune on? One side likes him, one side don't like him. One side has more racist on it. One side's more black. Like it's gonna be what it is. Like if Tyler scores 35, what are people gonna say? They're gonna say it's the fucking Hawks, and then move on to the next game. It doesn't matter. What matters is that if Jimmy actually plays well, which he probably won't, because he's not good anymore, or he's not good for the value that he should have anymore. And that's the big problem. Like Jimmy don't need to be here no more. He don't need that contract. He don't need any of this hoopla. He just needs it's over. Like it's not him trolling or him pretending the regular season don't care. That's what people start doing a lot when they can't do it. It's I really don't care. Like I don't care about this. Wait till the playoffs. This nigga procrastinating until he gets to the test and then he prays and hopes that the answers on the test are easy enough. And that's all this is. And I'm sick of the shit. Like, I want a dude who comes in, and the only reason he ain't playing well on the floor is because he has an actual injury. Jimmy, the reason he don't play well on the floor is he just don't care. He won't try. He'll take 12 shots tonight. And then the next night, you know what? He may try a little bit more. But you know what? he actually can't jump over Aaron Gordon is there tonight or Jalen Johnson's there tonight. He's getting his shit swatted. Shit just caught up to him. And it's okay. It's not okay to give him 60 mil, but it's okay to be like, listen, he had a run. They can go on Twitter and call it the third best run in Heat history. But who the fuck cares? At least Alonzo Mourning lost to the fucking Bulls. But shit's over. They just need to move on. Get a new team. Also, like, they lied about Duncan's injury. Like, when they said it's a minor back problem, what is a minor back problem? When has arthritis in your back been a minor problem?
That is true. The lie. Duncan tried to get back faster than he should have.
I think
But
Duncan
again,
wanted to
Patty Mills
start.
with Duncan
I think
Robinson
Duncan.
insurance.
I think Duncan wanted to start. I think he kind of saw. He probably knew Tyler was coming back. He just wanted to start and just try and secure his spot because he's a competitor.
Yeah,
And it just didn't work out for him.
He's like Omar from
Yeah,
the
that's just-
I'm coming.
but yeah, that shit. I do think the Jimmy topic is infinitely more interesting because it has greater implications on kind of Miami's thinking about their future. Like the fact that it came from our means that there's some legitimacy to it. But like if Miami's actually considering giving him that extension, then I think we should have a problem with the general direction like they're trying to take. this shit.
2015 Lakers.
The 2015 Lakers.
When Kobe was dying
Kobe?
on that contract.
But at
Limping
least,
to
but
the sideline.
But at least that's Kobe.
Yeah, I'm saying it's the 2015 Lakers, except it's not Kobe. We just going to get
Right.
the play of the 2015 Lakers. Like we were fine with Dwayne Wade doing whatever he wanted, surrounded by superstars because it's Dwayne Wade. Jimmy
I'm gonna
Butler,
go
no
ahead.
matter what people lie, don't have no Dwayne Wade credence. He don't have LeBron credence. He don't even have the Chris Bosh credence yet.
and you know what's crazy about it too? They let Dwayne Wade go in that 2015-2016 season. And if you compare Jimmy Butler's 2023, 2024, and D Wade's 15-16, they let go of a better player after a better year by comparison, saying, I simply can't afford you. You're too old. So that's the thing that drives me insane.
Bro, I'm just starting to feel like everybody around this team is getting too fucking sentimental. Like from the fan base to the front office, bro, like everybody is just attaching themselves to these players. And it's making me sick, bro. I don't like it, bro.
They want to be right so badly. It's like this stubbornness. Like every time someone tells them, like, you're wrong, you can't do it. They're like that whole sentiment. We have enough. Like I don't care if you think you have enough. Like that's great. Like going into the season, we have enough. Like you stuck now after the trade deadline. We're talking about you, but you can have more. You can be greedy. Like you don't always need to just have enough. You can have more. Overfill the cap. Like just in case. Why not? But that's their whole sentiment. We just want to prove everybody wrong. Heat culture, all this bullshit. You don't have to prove nobody wrong. You already have the right answer. You had it in 20. You had it when you got LeBron. You had it when you got Shaq. You have the right answer. Why are you trying to develop a new answer for a question you already know how to answer? It don't make sense.
Yeah, Lenny, Mickey is cheap as fuck, but we include Mickey, or at least I do. I include Mickey and Spo when I'm talking about the front office. Like, I have to continuously make this clear. Like, when I talk about the decision making, I'm talking about the entirety of the Miami Heat's brain trust, bro. And I include Spo in that. Mickey's a part of that. So when they make a decision not to, like, go after more talent, then that shit falls on all of them. But also the decision, like, to keep Jimmy Butler here long term. Like, what do they need to see to understand, like, it's not going to work like this? You said, hypothetically, we could have been a super team with KD, Kyrie, Bill, and Dame. Brother, the KD thing, apparently they wanted Bam. Kyrie is the one that keeps Kendall up at night. Bill is one of them that I feel like people are sleeping on. Like I saw a tweet from 5 Reasons Today talking about how I think it was talking about Bill and his contract and the no trade clause and shit like that. And it didn't really make sense to me because it was like the man was willing to waive the no trade clause. And the general sentiment is that the Miami Heat still made out well because Joe Cronin didn't deal with them. They upgraded over Kyle Lowry, and they still have flexibility moving forward. But it's like, how long have we been talking about Miami's flexibility? And now they're willing to give it up for Jimmy Butler.
But they don't
Like,
even
shit
they
just
don't
don't
even
really-
have real flexibility. Like I told y'all in the chat, I watched that Locked On Heat show today, and they were saying it like one of Tyler or Terry are going this summer. Like they said it like in absolution. Like it's
You
without a
said
doubt.
Tyler or Terry? Well,
One
we know
of
which
yeah,
one it is.
one of Tyler or Terry are going this summer. Yeah, Jason
Hold on,
request.
Yeah, I just sent them. I just sent them a thing. But yeah, Jason, we let anybody who want to get up here talk, unless you get on that bullshit.
Yeah, one of Tyler
Go
or Terry are going this summer. So you're not gonna win a ring. You traded a first round pick for a guy that you're probably not gonna get a first back for. You're gonna be shipping them out for parts, not for improvement, for parts.
Yeah, not
You're
for an
gonna
upgrade.
you're gonna lose Haywood or Caleb for nothing. So I don't understand. Like, so you're gonna do all of this. You're gonna be like as bad as this team has been this year. You're gonna be an even worse team next year. And then you're gonna pay Jimmy Butler $300 million on top of that. Are you on crack? Like what?
It all sounds like everybody's reaching the conclusion of you missed your opportunity to trade for people because Jimmy has probably hit the far decline. Like that's what it sounds like. Would Bradley Beal even have mattered if Jimmy sucks this much? Is what it sounds like. Because if Jimmy was doing was scoring, let's say he's never done it before, but he was scoring 23 a night when like he cared in quotations and was healthy, then the tune would be, man, we really missed. We should upgrade it. Jimmy just needs a little bit. Well, right now it sounds like everybody's looking at Jimmy and like he may not even be like a 2 anymore. He may be a 3. And we may have got out early by not giving Bradley Beal all that money when he's just a 2 and ended up in the same position. That's what it sounds like. Because if Jimmy was hooping and looking like that 1A, then they would be singing a whole different tune. They just don't want to say it. Because then all that shit they were peddling will come back in their face, and they'll just have to say, like, we were wrong. All this is wrong. We need to move off this build entirely. And then the Heat would get pissed at them and not give them as many interviews. It's the game you have to play.
I don't have to play it because I ain't getting no fucking interviews anyway. Jason, welcome to the mess, the chaos, brother. feel free to join us anytime. You said what, Justin?
I said welcome, Jason.
I appreciate you, bro. Like, yo, I've been following the Basement Crew since y'all were on
this Dyer?
Hell yeah, nigga.
What's going on, gang?
Hell yeah, nigga is aggressive.
Yeah, brother.
No.
He usually be in the playbook spaces. Yeah, so I've been fucking with him over there. What's going on, gang?
I'm good, gang. Yo, like I've been following y'all since y'all were on there 5 reasons, bro. Like I remember y'all would come on spaces, we talk about Whiteside, bro. We talk about James Johnson, Dion Waiters, bro. Like this past 5 years, like I'm not gonna lie, this shit is not going anywhere. We're not winning no chip with Jimmy, Tyler, all these guys. But bro, it's better than what we were talking about before, bro. I don't know what I would have done if we were stuck with those kind of players on this team this last 5 years. Like my thing is, if you're going to get rid of these players and get better players, then let's do it. I don't think that's possible. So it's like, what do you do, bro? Unless you're gonna tank for, I mean, they should have tried to tank for Wemby, but that's gone. I don't see any generational talent in the draft in the next few years. So, like, what are we doing? That's my thing. Like, I'm not about to go back to a lineup filled with undrafted players, bro. That shit is, I wouldn't even watch a game, bro. At least I'm still watching. We're all still watching. Like, we think Tyler is trash, bro. Magruder was ass. Like, Tyler is infinitely better than the talent we had on those teams, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I get what you're all saying when it comes to winning the chip, but what's the alternative? Is the alternative better? That's the question I'm asking, bro.
Can I rebuttal just real quick, Dale?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yo, you said you're not trying to go back to a roster of undrafted players. Did you not watch the playoffs last year? Like,
Nah, but
because
you know what I mean, though. I'm talking
I
about
don't, because
our
you have
best players
you
were
have a
undrafted, bro.
roster of undrafted players right now.
No, but
Like
our best players are not undrafted. We still have like Jimmy, Bam, Tyler, like
Jimmy,
those guys.
Jimmy and Tyler do not play basketball consistently. They don't.
In the playoffs, Jimmy does.
The guys you are consistently watching play basketball for your basketball team are undrafted. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but they've told you they want undrafted guys. This is their mantra. They don't want stars. They don't want high maintenance, high recruit. They don't. This is not their bag. This is what they want, and this is what you're going to continue to get, and you're going to have to like it.
No, I'm saying like you understand we had Magruder and those guys, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I absolutely do. Magruder, Willie Reed, all of that.
Yeah,
I know exactly. I know exactly the era you're talking about,
bro. Like I'm not trying to
but
go back.
This era,
this ain't. This ain't.
And this is what I don't understand.
Kill myself for
it's
this,
like,
but I was about to kill myself back then, bro.
First of all,
would have quit watching basketball.
You need to find some other joy in life. If the Miami Heat are causing you to want to end it all, they are not that important. That's firstly. Secondly, though,
it's not like it's a figure of speech, but I get what you're saying.
I'm being sarcastic, my guy.
Yeah, I
feel.
Secondly, the fact of the matter is the guy, your godfather had told you from day one, there's winning and then there's misery. So I understand what you're saying. Like, oh, well, this is more fun. It's like you putting lipstick on a pig. Like it was a pig those other years. Now it's a pig with lipstick and some blush. It's still a pig. Like at the end of the day,
but I digress.
No, that was the same before Donald Trump. But like at the end of the day, like you're not gonna win anything. So having Jimmy Butler on the team and not winning is that much more important to you than just losing it. And like I don't get it. Like, because I would much rather be watching Gigi Jackson play or what's boy in Utah, Dale
Taylor George.
Yeah, like I would much rather get my hands on guys like those and Spo, who everybody swears up and down is a top 3 coach.
Justice Winslow?
I did enjoy watching Justice Winslow progress. Absolutely. Absolutely. I absolutely enjoyed watching Justice Winslow progress.
Wait, hold on, Jason. Jason, let me ask you something. You laughed at that. But when Justice Winslow started his last season, a part of the Miami Heat, how much of the percentage of the fan base would you say, would say that they believed in the direction he was going?
I list like 90%.
Right. So how can you sit here and ask, did you enjoy watching Justice Winslow just because he had bumps in the road, but bro was developing into a good player? Like the same thing happened with Bam Adebayo. Like, yeah, he reached higher heights, obviously, didn't run into injuries. So like I'm just really confused as to how you would laugh and scoff at a Justice Winslow.
No, I mean, I think we had hope his rookie year for sure. It was
I think Justice.
But I'm saying, for me, it's like when niggas started doing the whole Justice Better thing.
That was his rookie year.
That shit was born out of depression because we all knew freaking Devin Booker. Like before we
Booker
was the real deal. I feel
that was
like
his third year, I thought.
Sorry, what did you say?
I thought that was his second year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we all knew, like we're all cool with Justice. We thought he had potential, but I feel like as soon as we realized Devin Booker was the real deal, that shit turned to depression real quick because it's like, damn, we passed on Devin Booker and look at what we got. And then
he had a good playoff series against Toronto where he was like,
his rookie year. That was his rookie year.
I don't think anybody was
after his rookie
down
year,
on Justice. They were just like, Devin may be better, but Justice has like higher two-way potential.
And going into that last season, Justice had value to the team. Like, I'm gonna be real, Justice getting hurt was one of the worst things, low key, because he could have been a part of a package with Tyler Hero to get to better this team. So, but your initial point of like, oh, you don't want to go back to Rodney Magruder and like, bro, I feel you on that, but they put you through that for 2 years. They just covered it up with Dwayne Wade's prime, and look at what it rewarded you with. So going back to a mantra where you take a step and a half or 2 steps back to take 17 leaps forward, like, bro, that's worth it. standing still in the same spot in sports is literally when you reach a certain point with a certain group, bro, you're literally killing your franchise. Keeping Jimmy Butler here or re-signing him will kill the franchise, bro. Bam Adebayo is going to leave, brother, unless something drastic changes. Like
I feel you on that
I
for sure.
promise you. So like I don't really understand this. Like, oh, you don't want to go back to this. Like, bro, going back to that possibly with Bam for like a year and a half, bro, that can make Bam a better player, which will help move along the Miami Heat
So, Kendall,
and
can
help.
I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course.
Right. So, my thing is, everyone keeps shitting on the whole team, right? This has always been my theory, bro. I don't think Jimmy is good enough. If you replace Jimmy, because we always think Jimmy is top 10, that shit is fake. We all know he's not. But if you replace Jimmy with a true top 10 guy, bro, are you telling me we're not a top 4 seed in the East and we're not true contenders? Just the same team, just replace Jimmy. Bro, we're a top 10. Sorry, we're a top 4 team
No,
in the East for sure.
Yes, you could be, bro. I don't want to be top 4, my nigga. Bro, Jason, when them odds come out, when the betting odds come out,
Yeah.
you know how I want to be in that top 3, bro. Like, where it's like 2 might be in the West, 2 might be in the East, but as long as I'm in that top 3 to 5, bro, like that's where I want to be, big dog. I want to let the Lions in. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, but we
Like,
can do that with one top 10 guy. Like,
no, brother, like that's lazy.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't think President Rule 1 would be
bro,
enough.
look
I
at the
think
team we're beating the Celtics with. Like, you don't think if we had
hold
like
on,
so.
Jason
we
Tatum
ain't
instead of
beat the
Wait,
Celtics. We ain't beat the
no,
Celtics this year.
so let's
no,
look at
that's
it.
what I'm
Let's look
saying
at
in
it
the
with a
past.
so Dahlia, let's look at it with a realistic situation. Let's look at it with replace Tyler Hero with Dame Lillard. Then we're the type of team that Dale is talking about.
I don't think
Not
so.
just
Not with this
replacing
Jimmy
Jimmy.
though. Because look
Not
at
with
what
this
Dame
Jimmy.
is
Not with
doing.
this Jimmy. Not with this Jimmy.
Yeah, look at what
Not with
This
this.
not with
this
this Jimmy,
Jimmy
man.
is
Not
a
with this.
third option. This Jimmy is a third option on that team with Dame, and I think that's fine.
Yeah, I agree,
Who's the
bro.
second
Like,
option
I
then?
think with y'all, wait,
it's
hold on.
Bam Adebayo.
It's Bam Adebayo.
Because he literally will be playing through Dame. Like,
Yeah.
Dame would be
Yeah,
getting to
like
his shit through Bam Adebayo and obviously on his own.
And what
But
you
yeah,
also aren't considering, Jason, is the fact that Bam Adebayo,
he
he
get
is your
better.
appeal. Not even he could get better, Dale. He is your appeal.
Right.
All of these players that you have heard about consistently over the past few years in free agency wanting to come to Miami, that's not because of Jimmy Butler. Like, I know Heat fans like to think that is a Bam Adebayo. Damian Lillard spent the whole summer talking about how Bam Adebayo is his favorite player in the NBA to play with after the Olympics.
Hey, no.
And yo,
You remember when
This dude is
after
slightly
the
better than Miles
wait,
Turner, man. I ain't going cap.
well, you just did. Hey, no, you remember after the bubble season when Bam scored 40 against Brooklyn, that nigga KD was up there talking about it was KD or Kyrie.
Kyrie said it. Bam should have been
Kyrie,
had 40.
Kyrie. Yeah.
Right. So, all right. Thank you. Like, news right. And Jason or Dyer or whatever your name is, bro, you tripping to say he's barely better than
No,
Miles
I
Turner.
know I was tripping, but I'm saying like,
yeah, he was just
don't
a
you?
bit.
Yeah, I was tripping, but bro, I feel like every big game we need Bam in offensively. Dude is like Miles Turner, bro. Last game we needed him. He matched Miles Turner. They had the same exact numbers. I feel
Well,
like even in the playoffs, bro, the Celtics were up 3-0. Niggas forget we beat the Celtics, but bro, we're almost the first team to blow a 3-0 lead. Where was Bam the last four
Why we
games?
blaming Bam and not Jimmy?
We blame Jimmy, but I'm saying we only blame Jimmy. I just said Jimmy's
Nah,
not good
bro.
enough, but we don't blame Bam. We're saying
Bam
Bam
get
is the
cooked
guy.
more than anybody in this fan base
so
to be
I
the
think
most consistent player.
part of it too is because the team construction is built to benefit Jimmy and never has been built. Like it feels like Bam has always had to find his offense within whatever team they built to suit Jimmy. Like they never built the team that suits Bam's skill set to help him excel offensively. Like that mid range jump shot, like that's taken out of necessity. Like that's how he had to find a way to be impactful offensively on his team.
I
It's
think the first
never,
year, bro. The
With
first year
Gorn?
of the Jimmy build, like it was built around Bam to be
Yeah, when
successful
he had
offensively.
five assists a game. Yeah, that was
Yeah, okay, yeah. That one I can agree with. But like ever since then, like you've never put a team around him consistently that feels like it's catering to the skill set that he either has or he's grown in these situations. That's why I say like Dame would help us in that situation. Like a Dame Bam pick and roll. Like people were getting hard over a goddamn Terry Bam pick and roll. No, Dame Lillard pick and roll because Dame has the like he creates a threat as soon as he cross half court, and he can get Bam the fucking ball on the roll.
But
Like
that's what I'm
that.
saying, though. If you replace Bam, like most top 10 players can play with Bam because they can actually shoot the three ball, which Jimmy is not as elite at doing, right? So, for example, this
Yeah.
name is gonna sound crazy to y'all, but I don't think he's even top 10. But like a Paul George, for example, bro, you could build a team around Bam with Paul George because Paul George
That
can
doesn't
play off
sound crazy
Bam.
to us. That doesn't
But
sound crazy to us, bro.
yeah, but like I'm saying, like you know what I mean. Like Paul George can play off of Bam, but Jimmy can't really play off of Bam like that because they occupy the exact same spaces. And now that Bam instead of shooting threes, it's been a little better. But bro, like, bro, those guys can't even run a pick and roll, bro. Like, what are we doing? This is not 1996, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like if you replace Jimmy with a real 3-level scorer that's top 10, bro, this shit changes because Bam is going to be used more. You don't really need Dame, I don't think. You just need a two-way, 3-level scorer, and we're good, bro. That's what I think.
Wait, Jason.
A
So you
two-way.
think
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, where does Tyler play into this situation? Like, what you're thinking, like, leave Tyler on the roster and
Because it
just
sounds like he sounds like he's saying if you just take Jimmy off and put like a top
Yeah,
10
that's what
player,
I'm
like
saying, bro. Like, you
yeah,
have
No,
absolutely not.
I don't think that makes sense. Like, I think it makes more sense to replace Tyler with a legit 3-level scorer, and then keep
I think
Jimmy
Jimmy
because at
needs,
least
though.
No, he's saying a different player can win with this same roster. He's not saying whether
yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I don't believe
Yeah,
a
me
different
neither.
player can. Like, I think you still have the same issues. Like, where does Tyler fit into a situation with a better 3-level scorer on this roster?
No, what I'm saying is,
It,
I think that, okay, what do you think the biggest issue on this team is? Like, and just
they
generically, like,
don't
is the
have.
offense
Yeah.
or defense?
Oh, you mean like if we just? I think they don't have
Just,
enough
yeah,
talent.
generally speaking.
playmaking.
Yeah, yeah. So offensively, I think this is where the team lacks kind of the
Exactly.
most
Yeah,
stuff. But like they don't have talent though. Like that to me is the problem. I don't
that's what
feel
I'm
like
saying.
they
But
have enough.
we know the issue with Tyler. We know what the issue is, right? Like, that dude is
He
not a
he
playmaker,
can't
right?
play.
We know
Yeah, he can't play defense either.
exactly. We know that. But I'm saying, like, if your best player is Jimmy, do you think you can have an elite offense with Jimmy as your best offensive player? I don't think so. That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like you replace Jimmy,
No,
who's your best player, with a better player. We're good, bro.
no.
I
I
push
feel like if you, I just my thing is just like I'm using your same thing. I'm just switching the positions of Jimmy and Tyler. I believe you switch Tyler with a better offensive player than Jimmy. Like if I would take Tyler off, insert a Donovan Mitchell, and make Jimmy Butler the third option on my offense.
But do you see the issue with Jimmy, right? Being the best player with Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is gonna come on this team, and Spo is gonna ask dude to to screen for Jimmy so Jimmy can get mismatches and do the dumb post ups he be
I don't
doing,
think
bro.
so.
yeah.
Bro,
don't
I
think
swear
so.
that's what Spo, bro. I swear that's what Spo is gonna do, bro. You're gonna have Steph Curry screening for Jimmy so he can get a mismatch, bro. Because that's the only way
No,
Jimmy can score. I
that's what
swear,
I'm saying.
bro. I'm
I
telling
think
you.
if you have a player like a Donovan Mitchell or Stephen Curry, then your offense change and Jimmy takes a different role. I don't think the offense is catered around his skill set anymore. I think it's catered around new. Wait, before we continue this conversation, D Master been up here for a while. I want to give him an opportunity to speak, or they them. I don't know what you are, D Master. I know you're always in the comment section. Appreciate you for always supporting game. But go ahead, get your take off on whatever it is the fuck you want to say.
No, I'm a guy, man. From good old London, man. Showing my support to you
Oh,
guys, man. Yeah.
oh man, appreciate you, gang.
Yeah. I just wanted to jump into this point. Like, if you get a better offensive player, because that honestly, that was this team's mindset with T-Row. It was like I was, as you lot said before, it was a toss up between T-Row and Murray. Looking back now, they made a mistake, but Kendall pointed that out ages ago. But they don't ask T-Row to set screens for Jimmy. So I don't think with a player like Donovan Mitchell or a Kyrie, they would ask them to set screens for Jimmy. Like, if you could create your own shot, like they don't even ask Tyler to set screens. So if you could create your own shot, you don't need to set screens for nobody. Like, but with Jimmy, I truly think it's a one of two things with Jimmy. Either like with all the missed opportunities this franchise has gotten is wasted to get like a big name next to Jimmy. He's either A, tired of it, or B, realizing that all that like pump faking at the rim and driving to kick it out and all that dumb shit, that ain't working no more. So either he has to be aggressive all game, which he can't do, or he has to start early and literally just let everybody else do their thing afterwards. Because that's what I've been seeing over the past few games. And I don't know if anybody else has picked up on it either. Because even in that
Blocked by
Indiana game,
Tyrese Halliburton twice last game. Twice. Getting
say
blocked
that
by
again.
Tyrese. Against Indiana, he got blocked twice by Tyrese.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
He also got locked up by Kyle Lowry against Philadelphia.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying, Royal. Like, bro, if you have freaking Dame and this dude is getting locked by Kyle Lowry, bro, all they're gonna do is throw double teams at all those other niggas. And bro, what's Jimmy gonna do?
But it ain't. I don't care about what Jimmy does if we got Dame. Like, if they can throw a double team at Dame all they want to. Dame can beat a double team.
And the only person that's going to double team Dame would be the man who's playing Bam, because Bam would be going towards the ball. Like, I don't know. I feel like the Jimmy Butler, like, I don't know, Jason. It sounds like you trying to put all the blame on Jimmy Butler when it's like, bro, like, you don't have to get these top tier players for Jimmy to even like become a better player, like throughout this build. Like, bro, like they sat there with Duncan Robinson, who didn't do anything for like a year and a half, bro. Like they never try to like add talent, and if they do it under the fact that when someone's making their life difficult, aka Kyle Lowry, like Terry Rozier wasn't upgraded like because they wanted to get better, bro. Like, and did they really get better? Not really. Like it looked different, but bro, like they sat there and it's like, oh, get a top 10 guy. Like, no, bro, like get Kelly Oubre, a motherfucker who can put the ball down and explode to the rim because he's athletic. Get a Lonnie Walker. Get a Malik Monk 2 years ago before he went to LA. Like, that's the shit, bro. Like, people want to harp on like the big things when the real issue is that they have done literally. It took them, bro, 900 days before acquiring a player. Like, bro, that is insane. Like, that's like 3 years damn near. Like, that's damn near 3 full seasons before they added somebody. Like, that's crazy. And like, who was our best player on offense the first year Jimmy was here? Because that offense was elite. So I can't really get behind this like all the way. Like, maybe now, yeah, I wouldn't want Jimmy to be my best offensive player and I don't think he could lead an elite offense. But you can build a elite offense with Jimmy as the best offensive player. Like, we seen it.
No, we were 15th now first year, bro.
That's what you said. We were what?
15th. That's
bro,
that's the first year with Myles Leonard.
That offense was elite, bro. We was fucking teams up. They did not know what to do. We were scoring with ease.
You know, Spo is just running the same sets for 5 years now.
Bro,
so, like,
no, that's not true. Spo is not run the same sets for 5 years. DHOs is down significantly, brother. Like,
that's because like last year we saw teams already figure that shit out, so they
all right. So he adjusted, but that first year, no
one at the scouting report on the DHO said Duncan was cooking on that shit, bro.
But this is what I'm saying. So add other players and let Spo cook again. Like,
right, can I ask you a question, Dale? Right, so Tyler, Duncan, those guys, right? With the amount they're getting paid, I feel like if they were on other teams with real top 10 players, like if Tyler was on the Clippers, bro,
there's only 10. Wait, it's only 10 top 10 players, so you can't say other teams with top. So
yeah, okay. I'm just giving an example. Clippers, right? If Tyler was starting like the starting shooting guard for the Clippers, I'm pretty sure no one is gonna cook him because, bro,
he would be coming off the bench. He wouldn't start.
Bro, they were starting Luke Kennard, bro. They were starting Luke Kennard.
Well, I'm talking present. I'm talking present Clippers. I don't think he would start on that.
I mean, yeah, they have James Harden, but I'm just giving an example, right? I don't think if let's say they didn't have James Harden, they had Tyler. I don't think they will kill Tyler because they would have guys like Paul George and those other guys. Tyler's job is really, if we get doubled, we kick out to you, make a shot, or read and react. That's your job, bro. On the Heat, Tyler has to create offense. That's because of Jimmy. Jimmy should be doing that and then kick out to Tyler if Jimmy gets doubled or Bam gets doubled. But no, Tyler has to
So you
primarily
don't
create.
think Jimmy creates offense, brother?
Bro, I don't think so, bro. I mean, it does, but not elite. Like, I'm telling you, like,
Oh,
Jimmy is not like, how many times do you see Jimmy, like, hit
Jimmy
you
does
with a
not create
three-piece
for he
combo?
does not create for others. No.
Yeah, like, he doesn't hit you with three-piece combo where he's blowing by a guy.
that's not his game. He cannot do.
That's my point. That's my
So
point.
you
Yeah,
killing
but
the
that doesn't mean he doesn't create offense though. Like
right.
He does.
He generates.
But
No,
it's not elite.
he doesn't
That's what I'm
play.
saying.
He doesn't play make for others.
I just want to point something out. CS said Miami was 7th in offense in 2020. So
Come on,
No,
I knew it
it's
wasn't
not.
15.
We're
Like,
in
I
seven,
think
bro.
he may have
Let
been
me
points
check
per
it.
game.
Let me check.
They're scoring.
oh, I
112
don't care
per
about no offensive rating, brother. Like,
Oh,
how
okay.
many? Yeah,
I thought you were
that's
talking about
that's
offensive
that's some nerdy like.
You talking about points per game in
Yes, like
2020?
how many
Oh,
points
okay.
is you
112.
putting up? Like, we could
I
score
mean,
the
but
ball.
that was
Like,
112 though, Dale. Like, and
it
that
doesn't
would be like
matter. It
20
doesn't matter
somethings
though,
in today's
Jason. What I'm
NBA.
saying is they stuck. They it was 112 a game, and they literally the franchise stayed there. They never chose to add players. That's not on Jimmy Butler, bro. Like, it is like 20%, but that's only so far that I'm gonna blame him for saying. I can't blame him for them not acquiring NBA talent for 900 days. You cannot put that on him. So now that he can't get shit done with a ragtag squad, like, and maintain an offense like that when it started, like, bro, you can't tell me when Jimmy got here he wasn't a playmaker.
No,
Because all he would do was pass the fucking ball.
it was. Yeah.
Right.
No, you're right.
So what, the difference between those teams and this team? That team had NBA talent. Myers Leonard is an NBA player, draft pick. Iguodala, draft pick, even though he was old. Crowder, draft pick. Like, bruh, Goran, draft pick. Bruh, like, they've literally, like, gotten a way of getting NBA talent and built up these rough and ragtag ass boys. Like, I can't put that on Jimmy. Like, especially when you got guys like Malik Beasley, Kelly Oubre, Malik Monk, Dennis Smith Jr. going for the minimum, bro. Like, I can't put that on that man.
I would agree with you if Jimmy was taking every game serious. But when he started living into that whole joke of, man, now I'm gonna play for real. Nah, you should. Part of this is on you because you don't take the half of the season seriously. If you're playing for real, people can fall into their roles better. So the offense will flow better.
Who would fall into a role? That's what I'm saying.
Y'all know what my issue is with that? Is that y'all should have had an issue with it from day one.
Right.
I have.
Exactly.
It's not like he came here year one and won a championship. Like, yeah, they went to, it was the bubble, they did that, but like,
Nigga wasn't scoring like that.
Like, he's
year
never
one.
done it. Like exactly. Like, if y'all don't probably, some of y'all probably remember, but the narrative around the year one of Jimmy Butler was, we didn't know he could pass the ball like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
he passed too fucking much right underneath the rim.
Exactly. All of them driving to the rim, I'm passing out, which he still does, by the way, to quote unquote create offense. So no, y'all can't tell me now that what Jimmy's done is a problem when it's never been a problem before. And if you had a problem with it, y'all, so I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the fan base in general. Like, the same people that created the Jimmy calendar meme cannot now be pissed off because he's not living up to the calendar. Like, y'all set the standard for him with this. Deal with it.
You're right,
Yeah,
but
I agree. They can't complain.
Can I ask you a question as well, Roy, and Dale, and everyone as well, right? For example, look at the Knicks, right? Knicks, before they got Brunson, trash on offense, at least, right? They had a good defense, bottom 10 offense. Since Brunson's been there, they've had a top 10 offense every year. You see what this dude is doing with all the injuries they have. They're still top 10 in offense. Like, that's the type of shit I'm talking about, bro. With all
You
the
think that's
injuries,
because of Brunson himself?
I think so, bro. Do you see what dude is doing?
Fuck no. Bro, Brunson ain't got nothing to do with Dante DiVincenzo becoming a better three-point shooter.
No, but Kent, though, if Jimmy was averaging 28 points with this dead roster, do you think our offense would be better?
No.
You don't. Come on. Because when he goes, when Jimmy averages like 26 in the playoffs, our offense is always elite in the playoffs.
The way Jimmy gets to those points, it requires him to hold the ball and get to the free throw line. Bro, that's not good for the total. Bro, because the same way with the calendar, Jimmy turns up, Bam gets worse. Like
You're right.
that, I don't think it would necessarily be good for our offense as a team. No, I don't.
But how does the offense get better in the playoffs when Jimmy's points go up? And that's what I'm saying. Like, because we lost Tyler last year, and our offense was still elite in the playoffs.
We play Milwaukee. We shoot well against Milwaukee.
It doesn't really get better technically.
We played the Knicks
and better for making shots.
It's just that the series are short, so the sample size is shorter. So you have a really good shooting stretch, you just look better.
The playoffs are also a much slower paced game. So the pace that you play with in the regular season that is 29, you don't have all those other teams. You're not competing with 14 other teams who are pushing the pace on a nightly basis. So then you look middle of the pack because possessions are more important.
And you only care about results, really. Like the Knicks series, our offense was terrible. It was horrible. The Knicks was just worse. So you only care.
Yeah, you don't care about process in the playoffs. You just care about getting a win.
In the playoffs, we were down 13 in like 12 of the 16 games.
Especially that Bucks series, man.
It was really just keep it close enough for Jimmy to throw up a bunch of stuff and it goes in.
Do you remember that game 5? That Jimmy game winner or tied game to go to overtime, bro? I don't know how Milwaukee that game, bro. Against Milwaukee, bro.
What Spo's idea is he's going to play on the team's weaknesses, and the weaknesses is late game execution. For some reason, that he can do that in the playoffs. I don't know if he can't do it in the regular season, but in the playoffs, they can out execute teams, and that's Spo's whole thing. Keep it close enough with threes, out execute them at the end, and then you have a chance. And that's why it seems like how do the Heat beat these teams? They play numbers essentially. They give themselves a chance and hope the other team pisses on themselves. The problem with the Nuggets is they out execute you. So you keep the games close, they're going to out execute you. You can't beat them in that game.
And you can't disrupt what Denver does. Like Miami in the East, like they can disrupt what every other team does defensively because they know what they're going to do offensively. Like with Denver, they can't disrupt. They can't even budge them bitches off of their game plan. My guy Lenny pulled up on the stage one time. What's up, Lenny?
What's going on, my man? Yo, give me a second, man. Give me a second because I'm at work. I'll be right on, man. I promise.
Yeah. I know the man out here stealing that corporate money. You know, we support the hustle. Anybody else want to jump back in here real quick? Because after Lenny talk, I'm in this shit.
Yeah, Roll, I want to piggyback off of the Nuggets point. I reckon we could disrupt the Nuggets. It's just offensively we can't keep up with them because if you don't remember in game 2,
you're right.
We actually changed their whole game plan, which was instead of letting Joker be a facilitator, make him a scorer, make him the focal point of their offense. Don't give him no easy assists, and that's what they did, and that's how they ended up winning. Although toward the end, that game was very fucking shaky. I'm telling you, they went to overtime. Shit, we would have got swept. But
no, you're absolutely correct because this is something that me and Kendall talk about all the time. How Miami is probably one of the better defensive teams against goddamn Denver. Like even though it feels like we getting shredded, like Miami holds them to less points than they normally average, and the Lakers, they can't guard the Lakers for shit. So like that.
But Royal. Mm-hmm. If you go into let's say for some crazy reason Jimmy goes off again in the playoffs, we find ourselves in the finals against the Nuggets, right? Do you think we have a better team now with Terry and now Tyler healthy? Because Jimmy wasn't carrying us in the finals, right? He was playing like he is now.
It doesn't matter because they don't have to change their game plan against us. Essentially, what we did was give them open threes that weren't Jokic and Jamal Murray, and hope they miss. And they missed.
Marco Porter wasn't going crazy now.
Right. So even with this new updated, supposedly better, I put better in air quotes because I think people not that they were the best or whatever, but I think people severely devalue the contributions of Gabe Vincent and Max Strus when they talk about this new team. They just kind of discard them as old pieces that were never worth shit. And it's like that's not the truth.
I will continue to do that.
Yeah, I know,
bro. It's Terry Rozier, though. Like, Gabe Vincent is not even close, bro. It's not close to what Terry's giving.
I'll give Gabe Vincent. I'll give Gabe Vincent credit. Max Strus,
Gabe Vincent and Terry Rozier, bro.
Same
there's no
thing
gap.
to me.
There's no gap
Like
between them two.
it feels like
In
the same
terms of
thing to me,
impacting
bro.
a basketball team,
Bro, are you
yeah,
being
bro.
serious
It's
right
just,
now?
Huh?
nigga, hell yeah, I'm
You said
dead
there's
ass
no gap
fucking serious.
with
There's
Gabe
no
and Terry?
Like
no
no, in
wait,
terms of like
bro. Let me.
look, I
I
got you.
said there's no gap between
Yeah.
Gabe Vincent and Terry Rozier in terms of impact on a team. Like moving the needle, it don't move. It don't move far up for Terry. If Terry get replaced by Gabe, it don't move far down, bro. It literally don't.
I see what you
I would
mean.
say it matters to team. So,
Yeah,
for the Heat.
like,
If you replace Terry Rozier with Gabe Vincent on this team right now, the Heat are in the exact same position. Like
Hey,
I
but
think
you still feel the same. You don't
I
feel
think
no
half of
differently
the
about the team.
I think half of the
replace
NBA
Terry
will take.
Rozier with Reggie Jackson on Denver. Hey, that moves a lot of needles.
I don't think so. I think they actually get worse. I think that
are
half
you
of the teams.
serious?
I think overall, yes, bro, because Terry
Reggie Jackson has
Rozier.
a job on that team.
I wouldn't go that far to say they get worse, but I
Yeah.
can see the point. I can see your point. Yeah.
I think half of the
Reggie Jackson
NBA,
is better
half of the
for
NBA
better.
will take Gabe Vincent, and half of the NBA will take Terry Rozier.
Oh, you know what I think? I think players that will make larger impacts on other teams don't make as much impact on our team just because of the what we lack. Because bro, imagine giving Denver look at Bruce Brown for example. You saw what Bruce Brown was doing for the Nuggets, and then he leaves Denver and is pretty much doing nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like
That's
all
not
these
true.
teams, because
That's
they
not true.
already
That's
have
not true. That's not true.
the
The
Bruce Brown do anything this year.
The Indiana Pacers were a good team with Bruce Brown. What are we saying here?
That's a good point. Checkmate. I
Counter.
They were
Counter.
They were better with if Bruce Brown could give his hamstrings to Tyrese. So it'd be a better team.
Yeah, that shit's pretty funny.
And I can't get behind that, Jason, because you said if we put better players from other places on the Heat or some shit, like, bro, we don't acquire players, so like
we don't trade for you.
I'm saying it's because of our best players, because our best players need players to we need a Dame more than we need a guy like Terry's not going to make much impact on our team, but if you put Terry on the Nuggets, I feel like that moves the needle for them because it's like extra offense to when you double team Jokic. Now Terry's just getting wide open shots, so he's able to react.
okay.
I mean, like you got to understand though, like if Terry Rozier is over there, his role is also limited because they have Jamal Murray. So like,
but he just needs to give you one game, bro, where he goes up for 20 points, and then that wins one game for you in the finals like that. That's what look at what KCP is doing, bro. If KCP was on this team, bro, it would be starting for us.
Yeah, absolutely, nigga. He plays defense.
Yeah, he will move the needle.
There would be no. There would be no.
We would have no conversation about who our starting guards were on this team.
KCP is never hurt. Also, he would literally, as a two-way player, have a locked-in spot in the starting lineup, closing rotation,
and the closing lineup.
Right.
Yeah.
He's Derek White of the Miami Heat.
Damn, man, bro. This team.
I honestly think that's what they brought Patty Mills over for, man, to be the Derek White, but it just didn't work out.
No way that they thought.
Nah, they didn't do that. That was J Rich insurance, brother. That was J Rich insurance.
They need to be fired if they done that for real. That's insane.
Yeah, bro. Like the Patty Mills shit is interesting. Who y'all think they gonna start next to Tyler if Terry's hurt?
They starting Haywood Highsmith tonight, bro. It's Terry, Haywood, Jimmy, Nico, and Bam.
What if that lineup cooks?
What? They're not starting that tonight, bro.
They are starting Terry.
They might
Haywood.
start Patty though. I think Patty Mills.
They are going to start Tyler Hero.
They are starting. They are starting
Brother.
Terry, Haywood, Jimmy.
No, they are not. Terry Rozier might not play.
But if he Mike, I'm just going with what he is.
If he do play.
Terry, Haywood, Jimmy, Nico, Bamonte.
Nah, they're gonna start Tyler. They're gonna start Tyler for sure.
Come on, bro. There's no way they don't start Tyler Hero.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, they're not starting Haywood over.
Niggas say it's no way, no way, no way. Same way niggas are saying there was no way we don't get Dame. This team has taught me a valuable lesson. When what is expected is not to be expected. Like, niggas, no way is Patty Mills Tyler Hero insurance. Yeah, all right, nigga. No timetable on return. Like,
nigga just called me a Wizards fan on Twitter. All right.
I mean, but Royal, you watch the Rockets game, right? I'm not gonna lie. Wonder Boy, whatever they call his name, bro. Tyler was cooking off the dribble, bro. He was taking niggas out the dribble. So
yeah,
I
off the
don't know
bench.
if he figured some shit out, but like,
yeah, he figured out that when he sits on the bench at the beginning of the game, he becomes a better version of himself. Like I've been telling niggas the whole season.
So
if you bench this nigga, he can
go with his story. That's what you tell him,
bro. You know, yeah. If he come off the bench, bro, the nigga can do no wrong in my eyes off the bench, bro. I literally did not care what Tyler Hero did when he got in the game against the Houston Rockets, and I won't if he comes off the bench because he's playing with the rest of the scrubs, so he can do whatever, bro. It's so I don't know, but go ahead, Lenny, bro.
Hey, what's good, my brother? How y'all doing, man?
We chilling, brother. How are you?
Good, man. Here, just stealing a little time because I'm a corporate time stealing weasel. Yeah.
You have the voice of an angel, my brother.
Oh, thank you, man. There's a mixture of Fergie and Jesus, baby. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you know that reference from Step Brothers, but anyway.
Yes,
yeah, man. I mean, I just I know the last time I was on, I let my emotions get the better of me and stuff. I was all yelling and stuff, and I'm like, nah, let me take it easy. This team ain't gonna make me re-up on my blood pressure medication. Man, fuck that. I ain't gonna let them do that shit to me. But anyway, as far as extending Jimmy Butler, that's gonna be a negative for me. I mean, just think about it. If we extend him, I believe that it's gonna be more of the same, what we've been experiencing as fans. Lazy ass regular seasons, just coasting, hoping for a playoff run. And it's just going to be more of the same. So we got, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that we have 2 more years. We have him for 2 more years, right? So it's just for these next 2 years, it is what it is. We're just going to be coasting through the regular season. We're going to be struggling to get into for a play-in, stay out of the play-in, be a 6, 7, 8 seed, and then hope to God, to the basketball guys, that we make a run in the playoffs. That's just that's what I've already just given up and resigned myself to think that that's what it is, man. I mean, Sunday I was watching the game against Indiana, and I saw we were down by 25. I look to my left and I see my wife gardening outside. I see my son playing and stuff like that. I'm like, I look at the screen, I see we're down 25. I'm like, man, fuck these hoes. So let me go spend time with the fam. You know what I mean? So I went out there, had a good time. Helped my wife with a little gardening stuff, played with my son, and lo and behold, I found out that we lost. I didn't even give a damn. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this team. Because I'm not going to do this shit to myself, bro. And it is what it is, man. I'm just going to take it easy. And they better not. But, I mean, I don't know. Who knows if their plans are to extend Jimmy Butler so they can lift his jersey up in the rafters and stuff and celebrate like 5 finals appearances and shit like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what they want to do. You know what I mean? But as far as I'm concerned, man, do not extend the man. Move on. Try to keep Bam and build around Bam. And that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's enjoy these last 2 regular seasons or playoff runs, whatever. And that's it, man. But they ain't going to do this shit to me no more, man. Fuck this. It's just going to be the same old thing if we re-sign Jimmy Butler again. And by that time, he's going to be, 36, 37? He's going to be almost heading to a assisted living facility, bro. Nah, man. Forget that shit.
So, Lenny, I want to say congratulations on picking your own mental health over the Miami Heat. I hope you had a wonderful time doing anything other than watching this team.
That nigga is
Thank
lying.
you.
In terms of enjoying,
I'm not.
The rest of we will not be enjoying a bitch ass thing when it comes to this roster as long as Jimmy Butler is on it, unless they make some major moves. I don't know, bro. I just feel like with the way that this team is headed, I think they know. It's kind of like New was talking about with the Locked On podcast thing. Miami knows it's headed for like ultimate shakeups this summer. But to everybody else's point, it's not really going to be for like improvements. They're going to change this roster just because they have to, and because this thing is kind of run its course. And if they don't, then they run the risk of them really imploding next year. I'm about to wrap this up because I didn't mean to host this long. I'll let everybody on the stage get their kind of like final words before I kick their ass off. So I'm gonna start with you, Lenny. Lenny, last words before we get you up out of here.
Man, Pat Riley, Mickey Harrison, do not extend this man. That's all I gotta say. Don't extend him, and let's move on.
My guy. Appreciate you, Lenny. D Master, appreciate you for coming up here for the first time. Last word before I kick your ass off the stage.
Just want to say thanks for having me up here. Support you guys. Always watch post game streams.
Brother.
Before I knew you lot were on playback like on them late games, innit? I'd be in the stream waiting for you lot to come on.
Hey, brother, anything after 8 p.m., brother, I am on playback.
All right. Yeah, as the extending Jimmy Butler thing goes, like you lot all said it would be franchise suicide to do it because 5 years of this, and you lot think if you extend him, he's gonna do what? Do it again? That's what I'm saying. This is pretty much my last season for all of these guys, man, except for Bam. Like, and if the front office don't see that by now, they're just stupid and they're playing with fire because eventually, I see them having to come down to a choice of either Jimmy or Bam, and I just see them stupidly choosing Jimmy. And then when Bam goes, I don't know if I can even support this franchise anymore, man, because they've shown now that they have a top 3 talent in Bam. They have a top 3 talent, but yet they want to push Jimmy and Tyler as the guys that are carrying us. Like, I don't get it. Like, you do realize if you get rid of Bam, all your defense goes out the window, right? Because none of these guys can guard anybody one-on-one. None of them. That's why Spo has to keep putting these guys in the zone, and then the other team just ends up breaking it every time. So, yeah, don't extend Jimmy unless he wins a championship this year. Don't extend him. Like, next year, tell him to take less money. If he doesn't, then say, all right, then this is going to be a last year because we're going to trade you. Because I can't keep going through this whole this whole game-to-game questioning of, will Jimmy show up? Will Jimmy be interested? Will Jimmy actually put in effort? Like, it's just annoying. It's not cute anymore. It's not fun to watch. And when it comes to the playoffs, is it really worth it? When for 5 years, yeah, he could turn it up for a series, but you haven't won a championship yet. So that's all I got to say.
Yeah, that's all you got to say. You said a whole hell of a lot. Appreciate you, D Master, for coming up here and fucking with the game. But yeah, who else we got left on here? Oh, my boy Dolphin. Go ahead, Dolphin. That was deep. Justin.
Be for real. Fuck what that nigga got to say.
What's good with y'all? What's good?
He said, "What's good with y'all? What's good?"
Got that nigga up out of
And
here.
damn, booted that nigga up out of here. New last word. He can put himself back up there.
Hey.
Last words. Salute to Dawn Staley, man. That's
shout out to that
basketball excellence right there. Coach, 3-time coach, 4-time coach of the year, 2-time player of the year, Olympic gold medalist.
All right, somebody got Wikipedia pulled up, obviously.
Nigga, no, I don't.
Niggas ain't writing off Dawn Staley shit off the top of it.
I just posted it on my IG story because I saw the tweet, so it's fresh in my memory. That's why. But salute to Dawn Staley. Salute to Raven Jackson. That's what I like to see. You know, she got waived off last year and came back and took that girl lunch for 3 quarters.
Don't let Threat hear it.
That's black excellence. Oh, and fuck Diana Taurasi. I'm done.
Oh God.
Hold on now. Why is fuck she waived?
Cause
she a miserable hating old hoe, bro. I hate old hoes like her, bro. Like, you doing all this talking on your show, and your team is trying to push her. Like, did y'all see that Phoenix Mercury graphic?
The GOAT versus the Rook.
The GOAT versus the Rook. Like, bro, is this the GOAT you got on your squad? Why she can't sell no tickets? Why, like, Niggas is moving arenas for games where Caitlin Clark is
What?
coming to play. It's nasty work, bro.
I fuck with it. I don't give a fuck. Make that little bitch earn it. Go ahead, Kendall. I'm back here, bro.
Nah, she did say something about Angel Reese though, so fuck her.
Oh yeah. Nah, fuck it. Get on that out of here.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying fuck her. And but yeah, Haywood Highsmith starting 2 guard. Or just in the starting lineup. Niggas not even got positions no more. But more importantly, a lot of these niggas, my nigga D Master said trade Jimmy Butler. Bruh, ain't no trading that nigga. Nigga, he is dying here. Not because he want him to, but because the league would never trade for that nigga. Like, let's be for real, unless it's pennies. And yeah, transfer portal open up Sunday. We going shopping. Big money coming true. Big man teams them. Tyler Hero in the starting lineup. Them no man 14, and we're gonna see a wild TJ up here. I bet. So hide your wife, hide your kids. Cause yeah.
PJ Blood. Justin, you gonna say something?
Never mind.
Yeah, niggas don't want to hear that idiot backstage on this nigga.
Kevin Federline ass nigga in the background.